This time I am going to be covering who can kill the killers from Dead by Daylight, not counting the guest characters such as Freddy Krueger or the Strangler or anyone else. These killers have just basic abilities and are not that strong. They don't have that many feats necessarily. So yeah, we're going to be covering that today. So the first character who can beat them, in my opinion, is Giorno Giovanna from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Now, Giorno does not need Gold Experience Requiem to win this fight. Remember, I don't think they can't see the stand gold. The killers can't see Gold Experience because they're not stand users, unlike Giorno. It's going to be hard to detect his presence as well, considering that again they're not stand users. Because Giorno could just create something out of thin air. Like, he could just turn a rock into a bear, and if you try to fight that bear, you pretty much just get hit with your own attack, and it's going to be very impossible to get near to Giorno when there's a bunch of items just laying around, and he uses those to his advantage. So Giorno does not need Gold Experience Requiem, but, you know, if he does need Gold Experience Requiem, he pretty much just puts them in a death loop, and they're never getting out. The second character who can beat the Dead by Daylight killers is 2B from Nier Automata. Now 2B, she's very fast, hypersonic speed. She has an arsenal of weapons, that including the many types of weapons she has. Not only that, she has a good amount of equipment, and it's gonna be very difficult to destroy her, considering that her true form exists as information rather than her actual physical body. So 2B pretty much just slices them, and that's just how it is. The third character I'm going to be covering is Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy. Now Cloud with the right materia could whoop them pretty badly. Not only that, he has a lot of magic. His limit breaks are pretty powerful, such as Clume Hazard and Finishing Touch. Plus, if given the right materia, he could summon Bahamut Zero or Ifrit, and the fight pretty much just ends there. But Cloud doesn't really need all that when all it takes is just a couple of sword strikes and the fight pretty much just ends there. The fourth character on this list is going to be Vegeta from Dragon Ball Super. Now, Vegeta is a very considerable opponent. We all know how powerful Dragon Ball is when it comes to power levels, but Vegeta's pretty powerful up there. And all it takes is a few key blasts and the fight ends there. Or he could just end it with a Gallic Gun. Or actually, he does not need to use Final Flash for this fight. Just one Gallic Gun or a couple key blasts and this fight and pretty much just ends there. The next character we're going to be talking about that could beat the Dead by Daylight killers is Sogo Tokiwa from Kamen Rider. Now, Sogo has considerable amount of abilities on his belt. They're not going against Sogo and his time bullshit. They're not going against him in many ways. He has many ways to take them out. It's just not funny. Either he takes them out by missiles, or he just takes them out using a finisher, such as... just as many finishers could just end them within a single blink of an eye. That and his other forms are pretty OP, such as Zeo2, who can see the future. So this fight pretty much ends with Sogo predicting the killers' moves and then pretty much just ending them on a single line. The next character we're going to be talking about that can defeat them is Sakuya Izuyoi from Touhou Nuna Nights. Sakuya is obviously a time stopper and knows how to use her weapons very well, especially in combat and aerial combat. She does not need time stop for this. However, she could just time stop and pretty much just slice them and and they just end up in pieces. That's just how the fight ends. Simple as that, not needing anything else in this fight. Now, the next character on this list is pretty overpowered, to say the least. Now, the next character we have is Kirby, and Kirby is very self-explanatory. We don't need to explain Kirby because we already know how powerful Kirby is. However, if anyone wants to know how powerful Kirby is, he is powerful to break a planet and literally throw a monster over the sun with a giant pan, and he is able to defeat characters like Void Termina, Dark Mind, Dark Matter, and Zero should be an example of how strong Kirby is. He does not need copy abilities for this one. Kirby pretty much just ends this with a single, like if they try to throw something at him, let's say a hatchet. Reminder that Kirby can absorb physical and kind of like energy type projectiles. So if you throw a hatchet at him, he's just gonna spit it back as a star. He doesn't need a copy ability to whoop them. See the Mennonite fights, for example. He does not need a sword to whoop Mennonite. Mennonite just does it because of the whole chivalry kind of thing. Now, the next character on our list is Killua Zoldyck. If you want to see a perfect killer that does the job well, that is without any struggles, that will be Killua from Hunter x Hunter. Killua is pretty fast as an assassin, and obviously his lightning abilities only just help him just beat the killers down into the ground. He does not need his Nen for this because he's very simple. Remember, his hands are pretty sharp. His fingernails especially. Like I said, plus he has a little yo-yo kind of thing. So yeah, he pretty much just wins here. Just decapitates every single of those killers with a single snatch. And that's gonna be it for this list, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you later, guys.